Hello everybody. So this is my project proposal, and as you can see, my topic is CTE and NFL players. This is Patrick Mahomes here on the right with the Kansas City Chiefs. Big game on Sunday, so I thought I'd feature them a good bit in my slideshows. My interest in this topic, I've always loved football and played football growing up, same with my siblings and my dad. And why I chose this topic is because CTEs is a big issue in the NFL for the players. No matter what age or sport, everyone's safety is important. And that's why this topic is important to me and why it should be important for others as well. This picture on the right, this is me at a Chiefs game earlier this year. So it was a good time, a little cold, but a fun time. What you need to know about CTEs. So as you can see on the slideshow, that is the definition for CTEs. It's a pretty long word, so I'm going to skip over that. But it is a brain injury that happens to many NFL athletes, just from head-to-head contact mostly, or their head slamming into the turf or the grass, things like that. And it is important to know this information because many NFL athletes are role models to kids, and no one should have to deal with something like this in their lives. It's a very serious brain injury that leads them to forget things, do things that they wouldn't normally do, etc. My working thesis is, like I said before, no one should have to go through any sort of brain injury, especially serious ones like CTEs. We need to find a way where we can limit head-to-head contact for NFL players so we can keep players and future players safe. Research plan. The source that I'll use and what will be most helpful are the following, or the sources, I guess. So my first one is interviews from former NFL athletes regarding CTEs. I think that going straight to the source of the players that have them and have dealt with things like this are a great source of information that we could get about CTEs and how serious they really are. And then articles from reliable sources, more articles from NFL players and doctors and other people that have studied CTEs and know really the seriousness of what they are and how we can prevent them and what we should do to help that. And then some key search terms would be things like concussions, which lead to CTEs, and also head injuries, which are related to both of those. And I do think doing some primary research on my own would make sense. I think that anytime that you can do more research and gain more knowledge, that is a good thing that you could do. Research stakes. This is an interesting stat, a cool stat. Of the 202 brains studied in 2017 from former NFL players, 87% were found to have CTEs, which is a very insane amount. That is a lot of football players and a lot of them that have a brain injury, a long-term brain injury because of football. This is my schedule to be able to complete this project and to hopefully be able to get a good grade on it. So the first is February 2nd, which is tomorrow, to the 20th. Get more good research done. Not just vague things, but good research so I could be able to gain more knowledge and be able to write the paper better and more complete. Then February 20th to 22nd, turn in the structured research notes that I've been taking for this topic. February 23rd to March 26th, work on the paper and still getting good researching in. It's always good to have more research so you can have more knowledge. The more knowledge you could have, the better. March 27th to the 29th, turn in presenting research perspectives. March 30th to April 9th, finishing the first draft. April 10th to the 12th, peer review final research paper, turn that in, get that done. Then April 13th through the 18th, touch up on the paper from what I learned from the peer review and what my peers have said about my paper. Then April 19th, turn in final research paper draft to the instructor, feedback. And then April 20th to May 1st, putting finishing touches on my paper from what the instructors told me, and also get a conference with the teacher, as that is mandatory to do. So in that time range, get all that done, make sure it's all finished and nice and neat. And then May 1st or the 3rd, turn in the final research paper. So that is my schedule that I'll be taking, and I hope that as I look at all your schedules, once I put this in, that I could gain some more insight of what I could do to enhance my schedule and make it even better. And these are my sources of things that I either took from and put it in the slideshow and things that I will be using in my paper eventually. Two of these are articles about CTs from doctors and players and etc. And then the two YouTube links are from former players talking about CTs. And the second YouTube link that you see there is it's a very interesting interview with a former football player. His name's Arian Foster, and he talks about how he would not play football again if he could go back and kind of make that decision again. He would be a scientist or something else like that, is what he talks about. So it's a very interesting topic. I look forward to getting even more research about it, more knowledge. These are my sources I have, and I can't wait to get some more. And so that will be it for my project proposal. Hope you all like it, and hope you have a super awesome day.